worry about the advance as much because I think a lot of times people will rush to whoever's got the biggest upfront bag.
Yo, so the thing. Oh, what my fault.
I was gonna say, well, and like to me, like that's most of the time it's a mistake because if you take that bag too early, the deal's probably really shitty, and you gotta pay. You gotta pay that money back.
But you gotta pay all money back. Like it depends on where you at in life. It depends on where you at in life because I can't tell a young brother or sister that's from Harlem,
right,
where I'm from, or from Louisiana, or from Atlanta or Chicago, or any place where there's poverty at, don't take no money because I don't know what your circumstances is. Right. And when somebody waving that in front of you, it's like, shit, what am I to do? So I learned this from my good friend Steve Carlos, Steve-O.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve-O.
When you do a deal, you got to understand first and foremost when you sign a deal, it's not just a deal for you. That's a lot of artists think that like when they sign a deal, it's my deal. No,
it's both parties.
It's for both parties.
Yeah.
So when you sign for that bread, and you all right, you got your check. You could go get your nice car, your watch. You could have a nice night at the club. You can do whatever you want to do. Move your mom, whatever the case may be. You have to immediately put yourself in a position or put people around you that know business or teaching you business, because if not, you're gonna get fucked over. It's like if we talking about a house.
Yeah.
I've been trying to buy one for a long time now.
Right.
But if I go sign a bad deal for a house, right? You think the bank gives a fuck? They're going to get theirs back regardless. Yep. Whether they put my shit in foreclosure, if I can't afford it one day and they put my shit in foreclosure and somebody buys it out and gets it, or I pay it off, they going to get theirs. The big corporation is going to get theirs. But you got to learn how to work within the system. So I always tell people that, like, if you're going to do a deal, it's not about the advance. It's about the terms. It's about the terms. It's about what's on paper. If I tell you, Kev, I'm moving out to LA, kind of fucked up, but I need a place to stay. You're like, you know what, Wayno, I got you. You can come stay. We got this room. But you like, yo, Wayno, all right, if you ain't gonna pay no bills in here, I need you to pick my kids up from school. I need you to wash my cars.
Right.
I need you to do laundry on Sundays when I want to go to the game and watch the game and shit. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing all that shit. And you like, you the one that you need the fucking place to stay, not me. So a lot of people don't approach it with a certain type of mindset.
Well, also I think too, it's like based on the leverage, like you said.
It's based on your leverage.
It depends on who you are.
It's on your leverage. So it's like, I know we've been talking about Gibbs, right? So it was like when Gibbs did his deal, I don't know none of his business.
Right.
But I knew that when he did a deal with Warner, he had done so much groundwork and he put so much work in that he knew that the deal, like me from the outside looking in, I'm like, oh, nah, he's going to be good.
You know he's not taking a deal that's because he's turned down so many. Yeah, right.
He's taking a deal because it makes sense business-wise for the business he's trying to run.
100%.
And then it's like, I can't tell you the amount of kids, bro, that I've tried to sign, and the deal might not be as much money, but it's better on the term side, and then they go across the street and sign this crazy fucking deal for all this money, and nothing ever happens.
Damn.
The problem with these artists that they don't know is that, like, these are Fortune 500 companies. They fucking, when you think of Warner, don't think of Cardi B's at Atlantic. Think about the intellectual property of Batman and Green Lantern.
Right.
You think they give a fuck about you streaming? You just you're not even a branch on the tree. You a leaf on the tree. Now, if they could keep this business model running and going based on how good you do.
What did you learn on the street? Because you talk about being 13 and selling crack. Did that teach you something of how to be a successful businessman, or how we all are?
Yeah, all the things that you apply in business. You know, they say that he has great instincts. But on the streets, having great instincts can be the difference between life and death, not just losing the deal.
Or incarceration.
Or incarceration, which is less than death, right? And which is, and being a person of high integrity, people want to deal with you, in business, in the
trust.
Streets, trust and honorable, and, a man of your word, all these things come to play in business world. I'm not condoning any street activity, but it's just the way it is.
You are associated with a number of brands: HP, Coca-Cola, Budweiser. How do you decide who you want your name, your brand, your voice tied to, and what companies you don't?
I try to. Sometimes it's just more about relationships. I pretty much try to work with brands if there's some sort of partnership there. No, I don't typically do a one-off endorsement deals.
Right.
I've just never been interested in that. It's just more so if I can create some sort of partnership. You know, the Coca-Cola was a partnership. You know, I was a brand manager, as you know, acted as at one time. So I pretty much look for partners, you know, as opposed to one-off endorsement deals.
Well, yeah, it seems like you insist on some creative control, that you're not willing to just give the Jay-Z brand out or let people buy it from you.
Yeah, for me, it's my life. It's who I am as a person. So I can't just let someone have creative control of who I am.
Sure. It's important.
Some people own publishing and just sit around and say no to every single opportunity. But the reason you own publishing is because as you get on in your career, you can still monetize those tracks, number one. And number two, you can continue to record music with integrity. So in other words, I can get in the studio and I'm doing a new record now and I could give a shit less who buys it because I make money on my publishing. So I put the record out, I have fun. My fans that are hardcore want to hear it, they can have it. And I do videos like that. I did a video called Cars. Didn't even try to sell the record. I just did the video because I always wanted to do it. So that's the luxury you get from owning your publishing and, more importantly, using it properly. So yeah, Baby Got Back, I mean, tens of millions I think would be low.
So Baby Got Back has made over 100 million, you feel?
Oh yeah. It's definitely made over $100 million. I can tell you that. I mean, I just look at my lifestyle and where it's been since 1992, and it hasn't fallen off.
All we had to do was sell tapes. I had a rap partner, and we got the ingenious idea, hey, let's just walk the streets of Oakland, and everywhere people sell drugs, let's go up to them and sell tapes to them because they have cash in their pockets. And it worked. We pretty much like a paper route, we just went from drug turf to drug turf and just sold tapes. And the demand was immediate. So the first day we sold one tape, the next day we had to go back and make more tapes to come sell to the same group of people. The people 2 blocks over, they wanted to buy tapes because they heard these guys playing them. They're like, y'all got something new, and you know, let me get this, and whatever. And we had a little hustle. So to me, I always related hip hop to making money. I got like $5 on me. I'm like, damn, I want to go get some weed, get some beer, and I need a new pair of fucking shoes. That'd be my thought. I'm like, I'm about to go sell some tapes. By the end of the day, smoking weed, drinking beer, with some new shoes on. Boom.
It's all about perception. Mm-hmm. It's based off perception. So, like, I had to learn that. Yo, bro, it's only you against yourself. And I built my brand. Like, I was saving my per diem money, like $30 I'll get every day. I was on a Roman noodle diet. I saved my money, saved like $200. I had silk machines already because that's what I was doing before I was rapping. I was making
family. That's
printing T-shirts. I had a full running business. I was able to get a website. I studied marketing and management. So my whole shit was like marketing, business, everything like that.
Because the marketing is so important. If you're trying to make some money, you got to have a little business. It's just about getting it in front of people. Same concept. If you got something, out of 100 people, if 90 people react, it's just about getting it in front of 1 million people so 900,000 people can react. People seeing it in real time. I just screenshotted so many comments and DMs and stuff like that, man. It's crazy to really see it happen. That moment you realize, I'm not crazy. People really gonna with this. Like, I didn't know what a sponsor post could do for music. I know what they could do for a T-shirt. You're gonna pay for your wardrobe. You're gonna pay for your videographer.